raw food in our diet. So consider that. All right. Doesn't mean we can't eat cooked food. It's just that we need to have something raw with the cooked food, so that those enzymes in the raw food can help to digest the cooked food, and the minerals in the raw food can help to get the vitamins into the cells. Now they've done some tests, and this is scientific proof, that when you cook your food, if you were to eat a meal of just cooked food, we develop what's called digestive leukocytosis. Okay? And digestive leukocytosis, you know what leukocytes are, everybody?
Nope.
What's a leukocyte? Leukocyte? Yeah, what are leukocytes? I don't create something you don't want. Part of the immune system.
You cannot look at it in your
the white
iPhone.
blood cells. The white blood cells are called leukocytes. Okay? So the white blood cell goes, the white blood cell count goes way up when you just eat cooked food, because the body interprets that as being a foreign bacteria or a pathogen, right? So what happens? Your immune system gets stressed. And over many, many years of just eating cooked food and not enough raw food, your enzyme bank gets depleted, your immune system gets worn down. And so we get to be our age and we're getting the flu. Every time the flu comes around, we get sick. You know, we get the cold because our immune system isn't strong. So I really invite, everybody to consider incorporating more raw foods into your diet. And Isabel and I have been talking about having these raw events more often with the community, just to get the awareness out there. So this is our third one. Fourth one? About our third one. Yeah, and we hope to do more in the future as time allows. Okay, so anyway, what I've got here is I'm just going to do a little demonstration of pizzas that I make, and this is kind of sad because I made these quite a while ago, the crust, and I made these and I put them in the freezer, and since then they've been bashed around, people taking things in and out, but they're supposed to be nice and round, and when you do make these, and the recipe is in my book, you make them, and you can make a little larger lip. I didn't make a very big lip on this, because you want to make a lip just like a pizza crust so that it holds the filling, but that didn't happen this time. This is made with flaxseed, ground up flaxseed, and carrot pulp. When you juice carrots through a special juicer, you have juice coming out the bottom and you have the pulp. So you mix the pulp with ground up flaxseed and some carrot juice and some spices, and then you dehydrate it. You form them into these shells and you dehydrate them.
And Wendy, can we dehydrate in the oven at low temperature, or do you really have to have it dehydrated?
You really need to have a dehydrator. You need to have the airflow. And you need to be able to regulate the temperature, because if you dehydrate over 105 or 110 degrees as max, then you start killing the enzymes and you're destroying the food. So it's counterproductive. All right, so we dehydrate the crust. And the first thing I'm going to put on here is the cheese that I've made with macadamia nuts, raw macadamia nuts, and raw cashews.
It's because I said.
Yeah. Now, raw cashews are really hard to come by. They've been heated. Most cashews that you buy that are raw, that say they're raw, are not really raw. How you test a raw cashew is you soak it and you sprout it. These cashews are raw. They're special. They come from, a company in San Diego. And I think it's the only one that I know of that actually sells real raw cashews. The rest of them have been heated, so if you're really into, being in alignment with your integrity and being raw, you want the raw ones. So the other thing that's in here is lemon juice and a little bit of black pepper and a little Himalayan salt. And anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And you put this in a Vitamix and you mix it all up. Now, if you try this in a blender, you're probably not going to get a very smooth consistency. You really need to have a Vitamix. And if you're going to incorporate and get serious about having more raw foods in your diet, I do invite you to consider getting 3 appliances: a Vitamix, a dehydrator, and a juicer. And get a good juicer, one that juices and also that you can make nut butters and pâtés and things like that with. All right? So, this is the cheese, and I'm actually going to put the cheese on first. We're going to put a layer of this on here like that. And I want to thank everybody for coming and bringing your dishes. They just look wonderful up there. Okay. This is very rich. A lot of good fats in here. Okay, so.
Fresh flies for your,
What?
you like the fresh flies?
That's right. Oh, you're reading the black people. Okay. Oh, thanks.
Only if you keep them alive.
Yeah. Where's the light coming from? The state of the ranch. Anybody has any questions about anything? Feel free to ask. And the marinara sauce is made with organic tomatoes and sun-dried organic tomatoes and all kinds of spices and garlic and a little olive oil and what else is in here? Oh, some red wine.
It's organic.
Yeah.
It's raw.
Just raw, yeah. And let's see what else. Ginger. Ginger goes in here too.
By the way, Wendy is doing the first raw book here in Cabo, and she makes the most decadent raw food. So often it doesn't look like much. You really need to taste it.
Yeah, when you start tasting
Uh-huh.
it, all the flavors.
It's addictive.
So I'm putting lots of sauce on here because I've got lots.
When are you going to have book in Spanish?
Well, I'm actually looking for somebody, if anybody knows a publisher or somebody that would like to, translate the book into Spanish, that would be really great. And I've been putting that out. So then we put this on top of here like that.
Put it there.
We're going to have to Okay, now this goes on top of that.
Look at the beautiful color of it.
Yeah. So this is a combination of different colors of bell peppers and different kinds of basil, purple basil and green basil, and let's see, onion. Yeah, green onions, scallions are in here. And we're going to put, oh, you know what? Sorry, guys, there's one more thing to do, and that's put a little squeeze of lime on top. Wow.
We had chloroform pizza last night, and different
Oh, really?
different types.